he did pay hard creds for the mainframe disruptor and attempted no trickery. I had informed him that the device was as yet largely unproven, but he seemed intent on field testing it for himself.
I guess the guy at least sounds reasonable. Let's hope he's willing to do business. This guy picked a hell of a place to hide out. Hell being the operative word. If there's someone calling himself Ghost in the area, could you please open a channel? Fallon Pango sent me. I'd like to discuss some trade. No answer. Could this really be the right place? I mean, who would stay here?
There is the faintest signal of a life form below the surface. I cannot locate the exact position, but allow me to point you in the general direction.
Okay, let's check it out.
Good.
Hey, what's going on here? I just came to talk. Stop this immediately if you care about your turrets. All right, you leave me no choice. Have it your way.
There is movement of a life sign. Caution advised.
Look, if you're even listening, I'm not here to fight. Pango sent me. I need the mainframe disruptor you bought from him. It's important.
One can only assume from the lack of response, not least the name of this individual you seek, that he does not wish to communicate. But it is also probable that he is not even here, and the life sign I am registering is a native species.
Hier geht's rein.
You have to stop this. Lives hang in the balance. Please, take my word for it. I need that device to stop a war from breaking out.
The life sign has moved again.
Let's see if we can coax him out of his hole. Why is it that every time I need to get someone on my side, I have to go through some rigmarole?
It is the universe's way of reminding you that you bring nothing but trouble.
Oh. Bin ich nicht gerade eben durch eine Mine oder durch ein Ding geflogen? Boah. Muss ich echt den Weg zurückfliegen? Warte mal ganz kurz, dass mein Schild sich auflädt. Tut er nämlich nicht. Doch, jetzt tut das. Ganz schön lange. Dass sie die Mine ausgemacht haben. Oh, ein paar Gegner, ich muss mich wieder heilen. Ja, schön. Da sind wir schon wieder fast full life.
Okay, you need to back off. This is our bounty. Wait, no, I'm here on a friendly visit. Hang on, are we even talking about the same person? The deadbeat who calls himself Ghost. Who else would come out this far to dodge what he owes? Yeah, well, interesting story, but I'm gonna have to ask you to hold off until I've had a word with him first. private matter. Besides, I was here before you. There's quite a lot of these jerks. You must owe a fortune to warrant such a mob. My unlucky shake at the tables was no accident. Or manufactured. I was set up, is what I'm saying. The cards were manipulated. Just keep them busy while I prepare my grand entrance. You didn't leave these goons here, did you? Or should I thank you for the intervention?
Das ist gut.
You being here gives me the time to get the jump on them. Ah, so you're a ghost. I don't think I led these guys here, just bad timing. But you and me really need a word. Yeah, I heard you earlier. I got the disruptor, but to be honest, I don't know you from Adam. Who are you anyway? I'm a guy on a very important mission. Well, guy, you want to talk, you help me get out of this alive. If we're to trust each other, you need to tell me your real name. Actually, it really is Adam. Adam Roslin. Adam Roslin? I lost happily at poker to a guy with that name years back. But I saw him die. Well, couldn't have been me then. But, I kinda have a complicated family tree. Anyway, I have the mainframe disruptor. I've been fine-tuning it out here. Let's test it out on these goons. Bring down their shields so I can disable their crafts.
Kann ich hier auch einfach töten?
Yep, and let me do the rest.
Das ist ein bisschen ungünstig. Was ist das für eine merkwürdige Mission? Die Scheiße hat einfach 20 Sekunden Cooldown oder was? Boah. Bro.
Yeah, quite some pad. How did you come by it in the first place? Pre-war abandoned mines. Shame I won't be able to stay. Can't even peek my head out of the DMZ either with a reward on my scalp. Well, I'm sure something will turn up. You seem like a resourceful guy to me. Thanks, that's encouraging.
Oh, lass wieder 20 Sekunden warten.
Nice.
Another to Stardust.
Oh, fertig.
Can we dock and have that word now? Seeing as you were a help, I should hear you out.
Oh.
So I'll be needing that mainframe disruptor. I'm willing to pay.
No can do. This really isn't about the creds. With my hideout gone, it's the only ace I got left, so sorry. The device stays with me.
Pengo tells me you were straight up with him in trade. Let me ask you a few things. Where do you stand with G&B?
Can't stand him.
You know of Oscar Blakemore?
An absolute maniac.
What if I was to
He's
tell
the
you he's about to trigger a
maniac,
conflict with the Oak,
maniac on
which will end
the
up jeopardizing
floor.
every colonial settler in the cluster?
Sounds like his MO, all right. At least the man I know from reputation.
Well, it's for that I need the disruptor. I intend to ground his mining fleet.
A bold move. Alone?
Well, maybe not. I got someone on the inside, but I could use any help I can get. And you seem like a competent person in possession of the tools I need. I could also offer you a place you could temporarily lay low.
It's a noble cause. I suppose it's one I could get behind. And I got nowhere else to go right now. Count me in.
Look, Ghost, is that your real name?
Quentin Briggs. But I really prefer Ghost. It's how I operate.
Okay, Ghost. If I take a chance on you, I don't want to end up regretting it.
You won't. But if you want this disruptor to work on larger mining craft, we'll need to find some way to reduce the cooldown between bursts. This thing needs specific tuning. Pango didn't get that far in development.
I got someone who can take a look at it. Let's meet at my base and I can introduce you to the others.
Hey, I can trust you, right?
I don't leave my people behind. Come on, I don't have time to lose. Hive, patch me through to the Commissioner. I better keep her appraised. Hawk, I have a mainframe disruptor which might turn the tables in our favor. I've seen it in action, and it does what it says on the box, but it needs some modifications to reduce the time it needs between uses.
That is positive news. I have received intel that the GNB elite squad are in the Byron system, quite far off, leaving Vesna with little more than automated defenses. So if there was ever a time to strike, now would be it.
I wonder what the elites are doing so far from home. Okay, any idea on how to proceed?
There are a number of mining vessels on the surface. Once you disable them, Tammy can get you access to the interior hangars in order to destroy their Viridium drills and other mining equipment. I must demand that you prevent casualties. These are innocent miners.
Of course. Understood.
Once you have knocked out their operational capacity, I will make my appearance and read the Riot Act.
That will be a moment to see.
Listen, Adam. I've spoken with the emissary and he is running out of options to quiet the drums of war in the S.T.A.L.K.E.R camp. I can't stress the urgency of our actions much more.
I get how critical all of this is. I won't let you down.
So.
Delia, Ben, guys, I'm heading back to base with company. I'll be able to offer a full briefing once I'm there.
It would be about time you dropped off Eduardo. Kala is very anxious to see him.
He's safe and sound on board. I'll also need Ben to take a look at a disruptor device I picked up.
Stimmt, ich hab ja Dings auch noch dabei, ne? Interessant, dass der Teleporter mir gar nicht als Möglichkeit angegeben wird, dass ich den nutzen kann, um direkt zu porten.
Hey everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Ghost.
Pleasure to meet you all. Nice to see some pretty faces for a change.
He is in possession of a mainframe disruptor which we were hoping to use to ground the GNB mining fleet. The idea is to cause enough chaos on the Vesna mining colony so that Blakemore can't move on the Comet and Commissioner Hawk can stage a lawful intervention. Ghost and I need to do this ASAP, while the elite squad are out of the system. It'll be a quick in and out operation with only automated defenses to worry about.
Sounds audacious.
Audacious is my middle name, sweetheart.
You call me sweetheart one more time, and I'll...
Oh, yeah, okay, so, I should explain, Ghost. Delia here is quite handy with a tranq dart gun, so I would stay on her good side.
Wait! None of this clarified anything for me. Catch me up here, I'm still really confused.
Our operation is about protecting the people who live in the DMZ, Alec, including your whole family. If war breaks out, a lot of people would die, and all just to make Blakemore more powerful and untouchable.
Okay, I can agree that sounds bad.
I took a look at that disruptor, and it seems I'll be able to tweak the cooldown without a problem. Not entirely sure for how long it could keep a ship demobilized, however.
Thanks, Ben. I'd like to ask you all to stay on high alert while we carry this mission out. Keep an eye out for G&B scouts. I'm not quite sure whether they know where we are, but we need to keep a low profile anyway. They appear to be stretched thin, but they're not a spent force yet.
I believe the majority of us here want to see crisis diverted. Thank you, Adam, for your efforts.
This will all be over soon enough. I'm pretty confident of that.
again. If there's any reassurance I can offer? After all you've done for me, you should know that I got your back. I just don't relish the idea of something happening to you before I get a chance to repay you. I would never expect anything in return between friends. And, about the whole clone thing? It's all good, Adam. Relax. Yeah, I was surprised, but I had a good think about it. It doesn't change my view of you in any way. I've already got Eduardo up and running again, Cal is happy, and Delia has a good handle on base management at this stage. That's all very encouraging to hear.
Einfach eine wild zusammengewürfelte Crew gebaut. Bin. Ja.
Please return to using jump gates.
Jump gates? Where we're going, we don't need...
You don't need jump gates.
Should be able to help reestablish that encrypted link to our guy on the inside. Hey, Tammy, you read me?
I've been briefed by the commissioner and I'm standing by. You know what to do?
We'll tackle the surface fleet first, and then you'll let us into the hangars. And, it's nice to hear your voice again. At least now I can act like myself around you.
We need to act quick. I think security might be onto me. I'm worried they might suspect me after your last visit, and that my movements have been monitored.
I understand. The commissioner will be here shortly, and you'll be in safe hands.
Zerstörung, Zerstörung.
We're under attack! Scanning intruders! Yeah, party time! Fire away! Hey, take it easy. The objective here is to ground the mining fleet, but we don't want to hurt any civilian miners. They've got nothing to do with this. I'm good with that. You just bring down the shields and I'll do the rest. I have my suspicions who you're working for. You'll find out soon enough. Oh, you want to play the hero? But I know you're no better than any mercenary.
Das ist eigentlich der andere in Wasteland.
Even entertain the idea. Seems to be working. Shame we can only do one at a time, but this is still doable. It's a cinch. On to the next. At least if there's anyone on board, it's a soft landing. We have detected the activities of a saboteur. They're onto us. Better hurry this up before they can mobilize.
Also müsste die Cooldown mal höher sein.
It's a good thing the elite squad aren't here. Hey man, don't be tempting fate by even mentioning their name. That's a jinx. Well, jinx or not, Blakemore probably has got eyes on us now. You best watch out.
Ich hätte mal... Klar, ich spiele jetzt nächste Woche S.T.A.L.K.E.R, ne? Aber ich hätte doch mal Bock auf so ein Tycoon-Game, so. Kam ja jetzt das neue Planet Coaster 2 raus. Leider ist es nicht ganz so gut bewertet.
I don't really see the benefit of this exercise if we're not squeezing them for every credit they got. The greater good? Hey, I really had no idea you had ulterior motives in all this. Come on, aren't we all in it for the filthy lucre at the end of the day? This is really not a good time to start arguing about all this. Why don't we just pick up this discussion later? Hey, you know I'm kidding around, right? Lighten up.
Tycoon habe ich schon mal Bock drauf. So muss ich jetzt eigentlich hin. Acker?
Do you really believe that this pathetic demonstration will hinder my plans?
Blakemore, you know perfectly well what will happen if you go after that comet.
Who do you think you are to intrude in our affairs? Ordering mining fleet to override safety mechanisms for immediate launch. Yes, sir!
With the disruptions to the mainframes, the ships will be unable to launch with success. They will very likely crash.
Hive, see if you can get me to broadcast directly to the miners' channel so we can warn them.
Their channels are blocked.
You just ordered innocents to their deaths. Those miners had nothing to do with the politics involved.
If you become a pawn, you become part of the game. Once they signed the G&B contract, they signed away their right to exist beyond what I tell them to do.
Dude, I really want to kill this guy now.
We'll let the commissioner take care of him her way. Right now, we need to concentrate on making sure that fleet stays grounded.
Sieht richtig hochwertig aus.
We need to get
Hat man
inside
den
and destroy their equipment.
Stand. Pack von dem
Okay, Tammy,
Nico.
we've disabled the mining craft. Can you get us in so we can wreck the Viridium mining drills?
I've opened the first door for you, but I'm not sure what more I can do. They're on to me. My clearance has been revoked. Looks like my time is up.
We need to get you out of there right away, before they get their hands on you. Ghost, can you manage an extraction and bring Tammy safely back to base?
Oh.
You got it. Tammy, get to the dock ASAP.
Sorry your cover got blown, Tammy.
Nein, ich hab mir mein Bein nicht ge...
Was the moment I'd been waiting for.
Gotta get through this other door. There's not much more I'll be able to do.
Warum war das gerade so sehr laut, oder was? Wie gesagt, ich hab gerade eben einmal den Stand vom Mikro gerade aufgerissen. Hat man das gerade gehört, oder was? Ich hab's so gerade gesehen im Augenwinkel, dass das Mikrofon kurz ausgeschlagen ist.
I have to admire your ingenuity to an extent. You're not so different from my Roslyn at all.
Admit it, Blakemore. Seeing your plans go up in smoke must sting a little.
A small setback. All this equipment, miners included, can be replaced in a short time.
Ah, sorry. Das war nicht mein Plan. Gehört ein bisschen dazu, was für Geräusche das Mikro jetzt auffängt, aber was nicht, weil zum Beispiel M&M's snacken kann ich wohl. Die fängt das Mikro nicht auf. Aber gerade das Aufreißen der Tüte, das hat direkt ausgeschlagen.
That did the job. These vents are an obvious flaw in their security setup.
Ohne Zugang. Ach, da alle. Ich gesehen, ja. Warte mal. Da ist ja noch einer. Und bambuselt. Let's go, Drohne. Auf jeden Fall sagt die Steuerung ist richtig trash. Hm?
got plenty more where that came from.
Oh Gott. Was?
If at first you don't succeed.
Drone, drone, and drone again.
Ja, dir auch. Bis dann. Explosion! Boom.
Vacate this area at once. Explosion imminent.
No need to tell me twice.
You've done good, Mr. Roslin. I'm moving in to make a formal arrest.
Blakemore's in a bind, but he's not showing it. Let's hope he surrenders without too much fuss.
I've got him just where I want him. Now is the moment to apprehend him while he is at his weakest. It's time for the fleet to exert its authority on this matter. Your aid has been invaluable, Mr. Roslin, but you need to step aside and allow the weight of galactic law to do its work.
Well, let's see how this goes down with the locals.
Kommt gleich mit einem fetten Schiff.
Commissioner Hawk of the Colonial Fleet. The GNB leadership is to relinquish its position at once. This is your only warning.
I had a feeling it was you behind these nuisance incursions all along, Hawk. You are well beyond your jurisdiction and are overstepping your boundaries. Here in the DMZ, I call the shots.
Oscar Blakemore, you are to present yourself at the docking area for immediate arrest.
You have no powers here, and to prove that point, here is my authority to take you into custody.
What's going on? Elites using wormholes? Surprise, surprise. Damn it. They seem to have received weapon upgrades too. And Ghost is gone with the mainframe disruptor. Oh, this is real bad.
Command your elite units to stand down at once.
If Commissioner falls into Blakemore's hands, nothing will stand in his way.
All systems are down.
GNB appear to have successfully disabled the Commissioner's cruiser.
Die haben aber auch nur so gefahren Cutscenes.
Units, hold your fire. Now, whatever malicious software you hit my mining fleet with surely has reversal codes. So I'm going to ask you nicely. At first, give me the codes or the Commissioner dies, and then you die.
Don't do it, Adam!
Killing a fleet officer would really be crossing the point of no return, Blakemore. Give up while you can and end this craziness.
You are not in a position to be making demands. Your deaths will be my pleasure.
Boss, wait. Let me handle this. I believe I can persuade our visitor to handle